This is Unit 14, Hydrocarbons and their derivatives. Okay, you can see plastic goods, food items, tires, clothes, paints, cosmetics, agrochemicals. So these are the day-to-day things that you are using. So all of these things contains carbon. Not only these things, as well as in plants and animals also contain carbon. Because of the abundance of carbon containing compounds and special chemical characteristics shown by above compounds. So normally, this is a separate section under chemistry, studying of carbon chemistry. That is also be called as organic chemistry. The compounds containing carbon are commonly referred to as organic compounds. When having carbon, that is also be called as especially organic compounds. But carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, carbonates such as sodium carbonates, bicarbonates such as sodium bicarbonate are not considered as organic compounds because normally organic compounds are containing necessarily carbon as well as sometimes contain hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, halogens. Halogens means chlorine, fluorine, bromine, like iodine, like those things, phosphorus and sulfur. So in this chapter, we are going to talk about hydrocarbons. They only contain carbon and hydrogen. In this table, you can observe there are different kinds of fuels: wax, petrol, methane, LP gas, kerosene, diesel and firewood. And here it contains the elements containing in these fuels. For everything it contains carbon and hydrogen. Firewood additionally also contains oxygen and nitrogen. And now we are going to find out whether wax contains carbon and hydrogen. To find out this, we need special instruments. So these instruments are U-shaped tubes, only one tube we need, and a beaker and a test tube. We need connecting tubes, a funnel and a candle, and copper sulfate, anhydrous copper sulfate, which is in white in color, and lime water. And then you have to set your apparatus like this. This is the U-tube. Here you are having anhydrous copper sulfate, and in this beaker you are going to have water. And the funnel is connected here to a connecting tube, and here another connecting tube is joined to a lime water containing test tube. And then candle is going to be lighted up. I'll keep it for a while, and then you can see some observations. So what will be the observations? This copper sulfate one turns into the white in color, turns into blue. What is the reason for that? Normally oxygen atoms are there around. Since oxygen gas is there 25% in the environment, so hydrogen has produced by burning this candle, so wax containing hydrogen. That's the conclusion for that. And then you can observe after some time this lime water turn into milky. It is an identification reaction that from early lessons you have taught those things. It means this contains carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide has formed by burning of this candle. That means wax also containing carbon. So these are the observations and these are the explanation for that, and this is the conclusion for this. This confirms the presence of carbon and hydrogen is there in the candle wax. So based on the structure, normally hydrocarbons, now we are coming to the hydrocarbon part again. Hydrocarbons can be classified into alkenes, alkenes and alkynes. Alkenes and alkynes. Here only one letter has changed in every time. Alkanes, alkenes and alkynes. Now we'll consider what are these things. Alkanes, first one. In here, this is an example for that. Alkanes means between hydrogen and two carbon atom, there is only single bond. So this is the common formula for that. CN H2n plus 2. N is the number of carbon atoms in a molecule of the compound. Number of carbon atoms. In here for methane, N is the 1. So CH4, when you do for that calculation, CH4. When N is 2, carbon 2, N is going to add here. 2 into 2 is 4 plus 2 is 6. So C2H6. This is the getting different types of names, different types of molecules by having different number of carbon atoms. So methane and ethane, they are talking here. Methane is important as a fuel as well as in marshlands also. This gas is going to come up by decaying organic matter. So this methane also known as marsh gas. This is the molecular formula CH4. 4 should go there as a subscript. And like this. And ethane is also a hydrocarbon. C2H6 is the structural formula. Normally, during the mining of mineral oils, this gas is going to come up from the oil wells. This is the structural formula. This is the molecular formula. In here, you can observe molecular formula and name of the alkane from carbon number 1 to 5. Methane, ethane, propane, butane, and pentane. If we move to this table, it contains molecular formulas as the previous one. Like these things, this is the molecular formula. Here also the same. This containing structural formula. Structural formula in the sense, it is showing the bonds in between carbon atoms and carbon and hydrogen atoms. Here carbon, one single bond, and carbon hydrogen, one single bond. Always carbon and hydrogen, they are having only single bonds between carbon atoms. Here for the alkanes, they are having one single bond. Now the next one, alkenes. In here what you have is between carbon bonds, carbon atoms, there may be more than one or more double bonds. Here you can see here the double bond. This is the molecular formula for ethene here. The structural formula is this. This is the molecular formula. This is the structural formula. As they are having double bonds between carbon-carbon atoms, they are more reactive than alkanes. That is very, very important. So let's move to today's summary. We were talking about hydrocarbons today. So hydrocarbons means containing only carbon and hydrogen. So these are the fuels that we were talking today about from those things. We did a small activity to find out whether these wax containing carbon and hydrogen. This is the thing active that we have conducted. So as the observations, this copper sulfate turns into blue from white and lime water turned into milky color. That means carbon and hydrogen is there in the wax. So this next topic we were talking about here is alkanes. The common formula is this for alkanes. And we were talking about methane and ethane or ethane. These are the molecular formulas and name of them. And then we were talking about the structural formula for each. And next we were talking about alkenes. Alkenes in the sense there are one or more than double bonds between carbon atoms. Since they are having double bonds, they are more reactive than alkanes. Okay, this is the end of today's lesson. Thank you for joining.